honestly, this fight was so important to get the W. For me, for JD, for the supporters, I feel like this fight, for me, honestly, it was so important for us to be victorious. And that's why it had to be a punch-perfect fight.
Welcome back to Road to Undisputed. And I am joined today by the two-time Unified World Heavyweight Champion, AJ. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me.
Good to have you.
You too.
All right, we've done this before.
Yes.
We know what it is. But before we get into the fight, well, it's been 6 months since we last did this.
Yeah.
There's been a few changes,
Yeah.
or you made a few changes.
Yeah.
So a lot of people after the first fight were saying AJ needs to make some changes or change a trainer. You were always saying, I'm not going to change, but I'm going to add.
Yeah.
What did that do for you? What did you add?
It was about adding different aspects to what boxing is. I think boxing is a sweet science, and I feel like in football you have different coaches. Like you have a pass coach, a drill coach, and me and Rob, we done a lot as a one-on-one team. But it was at a stage now where so many eyes are on us, we couldn't afford to make any mistakes.
Yeah.
And I felt like, so if I'm taking you on the pad, it was important to have a second pair of eyes and even a third pair of eyes saying, listen, your hand's low, your balance is out, and just watching every aspect of the game. So we added these guys who could kind of come together as a team, and everyone's working as a unit to create greatness.
After the last fight, there was a lot of people saying, you know, AJ, is he going to be able to adapt fast enough? 6 months isn't a long time, not in boxing.
Correct.
So there were a lot of people doubting whether you would be able to make the changes necessary.
I feel it's always been in there.
Yeah.
It's always been there for this style of fight and this style of fighter in particular. And the occasion that I just had, there was a lot on the line in terms of his confidence was high, in terms of just getting the right sparring, in terms of adopting the right style to beat an opponent like that, and having the discipline to do it over a long period of time, like the full 12 rounds. These were like the 4 major changes.
You mentioned sparring partners.
Yeah.
You brought in the American camp.
Yeah,
the gang.
Yeah, the gang.
And they got you ready.
Yeah.
We spoke to Tim Mayhem actually, and he said you were ready. He said you were razor sharp.
Yeah.
Do you feel like the sparring partners this time round, knowing that you had a full camp for Ruiz, that was exactly what you needed?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. Sparring is a big aspect of training. It's the closest thing to the fight.
Yeah.
Also, along with the extra coaches and Rob working as a team, that and the sparring, the right sparring, played a massive part in victory. Even though in sparring I'll take more risks, so I'm still working on this new type of aspect of boxing, but in the fight it worked. The simplicity took us to victory, and which was using my strengths. The first fight I worked at his strengths where I was trying to knock him out, box him on the inside. This fight I nullified his strengths, and I think I kind of made him look like a novice to a certain degree.
Yeah.
And I think I won like 11 out of the 12 rounds, which was a positive, knowing what we had just come from. And then I think now looking forward into the new year, if I can go for another 6 months, so that last 6 months, that 6 months now, will make a year of working on a lot of techniques. So I think my next fight will be very interesting.
As we got closer to the fight, obviously it was the weigh-in.
Yeah.
You weighed in at 17 stone.
Yeah.
Everyone kind of assumed you'd be around that weight just because we'd seen you in the build up to the fight. Ruiz came in at 20 stone.
Yeah.
Over 20 stone.
Yeah.
Did that change anything in your mindset?
Okay, so I listened, I'd done a lot of listening to what they say as well. And they said that they lost a bit of weight during camp, and they said that they put the weight back on. His trainer said, so what we've done, we put weight back on because Andy Ruiz was going for a lot more power in this fight and he felt stronger. Then Andy kept on saying everyone has a plan until they get punched. So I thought, okay. So married the two together, I thought Ruiz is looking for a big shot, a knockout shot. So I thought this is going to be my chance to box clever. So I just look at it as well, like, you know, in the lower weights, if a man's like 4 kg heavier than you, they're like, oh, we're not fighting, he's coming over the weight limit. And then Ruiz was 3 stone heavier, so I thought, let me box clever, because if I box to his advantages, then I might find myself in a sticky situation. So I just took away his strengths and used them to my benefit.
Then it is the fight night.
So we're gonna go and do our review.
We'll go straight into round 1.
The rematch we've all been waiting for.
Okay, So here I'm thinking of everything I've learned.
To rumble in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Off we go.
At this point, it's only 30 seconds into the first fight, but it looks like you've already got your range.
Yeah, you got to establish your range. Being in a position where a fighter can't hit you is a great place.
Yeah.
Boxing is also a fight where you have to use your legs. And I feel like the legs won this fight. 1, 2, boom.
This is round 1,
Yeah.
and already you've established your range. You've got him on the end of the jab. You landed a big right hand, cut him. Everything is going perfectly, I'm guessing, right?
It's going to plan. So establishing the range, using the legs, getting the legs activated. And also, that shot wasn't so much of a 1-2, but because I knew I was in range, I could just be like, boom. And that right hand there was more of a rangefinder with the left. Pull the hand out of the way and just shoot the right hand.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like a straight right like that. It kind of chopped down, and I think that's what ripped the skin, because as it hits the face and it pulls it down. That's what ripped the skin, and we was on to a good start for sure.
First round, Joshua.
So it's a thinking man's game.
Yep.
It's a real thinking man's game, this fight.
Landed a left hook of your own.
But interestingly, if you look at the first fight, we both landed the same left hook, and that's when he followed up with the left hook right hand, and I went down. So this time I was aware, and I thought, okay, that's not playing to my advantage. If you look at this left hook here, then before he would follow up.
Yeah. That there, that you're doing right there, for me, was the biggest difference for the whole fight. The feints in the first fight, when you were in close, he seemed to have the advantage. And then immediately out of the clinch in the second round, you land a big shot.
Because he does it to me all the time. So I thought, bro, this is how he wants to fight. Let's fight that way.
But you see, like, a lot of people would have said, going into this fight, AJ, as long as it's on the outside, has all the advantages. But as soon as it gets close, he'll have big problems with Ruiz, which he will always have big problems with Ruiz.
He's got this shot. I know exactly what it is, but he doesn't let you off on the inside, which is his advantage. So as you said, is where I'll have more problems than not if I try and go to war with him on the inside.
But you landed your shot from the clinch and got out. I don't know if many people would have picked up on it, but when you're blocking the left hook, the hand's high on the head, like really high on the head. So that I'm presuming a shot like in the first fight can't happen again.
He may have thought, okay, that left hook was my success, so I just knew the best way to counter it is either move out the way or...
Here we go with the third. Ruiz coming forward.
So we're in round 3, and he has had little to no success.
But he's so patient, you know something's bubbling, and that's the concentration and discipline, is to say, okay, even though I'm having my success, the question was, for a few people after 6 rounds, is how long can Joshua keep this up now?
Exactly.
On the same pattern, he's changing, he's going to his left, he's going to his right. This is confusing.
That was beautiful.
Nah.
The left to the body. Round 4, he starts to try and put on a bit more pressure.
He's got a seek and destroy type of style. So he was definitely searching for the opportunity, for sure. However, it was just about nullifying him and making him know that if, number one, if you do come in, there's something that's going to meet you down the middle. And if you do manage to have a success and come past my jab, I'm not going to be there. So I'm going to keep my distance and keep my movement fluid and make it difficult for him on both aspects. See this combo here? That same combo here, the clinch.
And then the right uppercut.
Left hook, uppercut, left hook.
He tries to put on a bit of pressure. Land a couple of shots. But you were unfazed in many ways. Like it was just a bit of pressure. You knew it was going to come eventually.
I think I was well prepared, well geared up for this type of competition. There's going to be tough times in a fight, especially like this. This is a world championship level fight. So it was just about staying calm and controlled. Now is not my moment. There's that left hook.
He did land the left hook. I feel like at that point, a lot of people would have been like, oh, let's see what happens now. He's giving away 3 stones. It's the left hook. Everyone's been talking so much about that left hook. You took that left hook well. Did any shot worry you?
There was not worry me, but there was only a good shot where he threw a great double jab. which made me want to start trading with him because it's a disrespectful thing to get hit.
Yeah.
So I was like, he hit me. He hit me. You know what I'm saying? This is my night.
Both of them.
Yeah? So I was like, okay, let's go.
Yeah.
And I had to be like, the tide is in his favor right now.
Yeah.
By my time, the tide will turn back in my favor and I'll take control of the fight again. But honestly, this fight was so important to get the W.
Yeah.
For me, for JD, for the supporters, I feel like this fight, for me, honestly, it was so important for us to be victorious. And that's why it had to be a punch-perfect fight.
Ruiz, who's fouling now, round 6, halfway in,
Yeah.
leaning on you, throwing shots to the body when the ref's clearly saying break. Does that do anything psychologically to you?
Well, when he's leaning on me like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Oh, and you know he's fouling.
I felt the power when he went,
Yeah.
boom, boom, you can feel
Yeah.
his strength.
But did you think at that point he's getting frustrated?
Yeah, and it makes me think he's looking for any so concentration.
Yeah.
Back to my concentration. Any opportunity / any mistake I make, that's where he's going to capitalize. And it doesn't matter if it was an illegal shot or a legal shot. He just wanted to make sure, you know, he was landing punches.
Into the second half of the fight we go.
There's different aspects of the game of boxing, right? So everyone will tell you as a tall fighter versus a short fighter, keep it long, keep it long, keep it long. Sometimes it becomes virtually impossible to do that all the time.
It's bullying. It's literally bullying.
Yeah.
You shell up and walk them back.
Shell up and walk them back to a certain degree.
Oh, that one as well. It's just like the other one.
We're going to
Whistle.
improve that. We're going to improve that.
And I think this was the round that
got a
we
bit peaked.
started to try.
You tried it.
Yeah.
You tried it. My own fault. So the referee saying, look at me. I'm like, nah, blood. I'm fighting Andy Ruiz, Holmes.
That shot. That was the one where I thought, ooh.
Okay, then he goes again.
Yeah.
So I threw something back. I thought, okay, cool.
But the legs look fine, bouncing
Yeah.
around. You just know it's just a bit of pressure. This is a 20-stone fighter. He's
Yeah.
gonna have a moment in the fight. You walk back to your corner, talking to him. So you were obviously fine. The legs didn't stiffen up or anything like that. You seemed fine. It was just he had his moment in. That
had his
was
moment, yeah.
his moment in the fight.
Yeah.
That's it.
The tide
That's his 30 seconds.
is in his direction,
Yeah.
yeah? I told him, I don't back down.
And then
Yeah.
you gave him something to think about straight away after he's been trying to stalk you, basically.
Tide slowly changing again.
3 to go. Championship rounds.
Round 10, still 3 rounds to go.
Yeah.
This is his last moments to secure this fight, and I think he knows he needs a knockout. So they have to tell the ref to move.
Championship rounds.
Yeah, man. So let's go out here, 11th round.
At this point, how do you feel in terms of fitness?
Brilliant.
Do you feel better than you felt in previous fights?
Yeah. But that's due to experience as well. Going through what I went through, training harder than I trained, training smarter than I trained, and praying hard as well, praying for my victory.
Obviously, you're still AJ. So we know that the fight is effectively won in terms of if you continue performing like this, you've won the fight. You've got your belts back.
So for the ones who rode with me, and I mean that, like JD, my partners, my companies and that rode with me, this win was about us. Because we've seen some Mildred Taylor against Cesar Chavez, Jermaine Taylor against Carl Froch.
Yeah.
So many stories of
Yeah.
a guy dominating a fight and in the 12th round it going to pot. So if there's any time I was going to find motivation, it was going to be in the 12th round.
Expected help from Ruiz in this one.
Yeah, we're nearly there.
Yeah.
We're nearly there.
Now is the time as the finishing line draws closer and closer to Joshua.
And at this point,
yeah.
10 seconds to go, he's frustrated.
Yeah, he said
And
he
he
can't.
stands in the middle of the ring, points to the canvas, and he wants a phone box fight.
I said, you had 12 rounds to make it a phone box fight. I fought my fight, you fought your fight.
It was a draw out. It was a complete draw out.
exactly.
We get through it. The belts are back.
We back. That's that look.
And that is
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
punch perfect performance in many ways. Like a lot of people would not have thought you could do that inside 6 months without using brute force
Yeah.
to beat him.
It's great experience. great experience. Yeah, it was needed. It was very much needed to myself, and as I said, to us.
Yeah.
We're back. The belts are back home.
What's next?
More fights and more development, because I'm going to smash through this division next year. I'm going to remain champion.